I'm ready. Right. Okay, cool. Horizon Forbidden West. I'm starting a little later than I'd like to have tonight, only because I'm a sleepy boy and I need my rest. That's pretty much all there was to it. So I'm like trying to figure out like how close I am to beating this game, and I still say I'm in like the second third, because we have this trio of quests to do in order to find the subordinate functions, aka Demeter, Poseidon, and I forgot the other one that I just picked up last stream. I thought I'd be able to get all the three quests done in a stream. Absolutely not. They take a while. Quests. Reach for the stars. Oh, that's not the one. Broken Sky. And I was trying to find who. Aether. Yes, Aether. So we're gonna try tackle at least one of these other main quests. But before that, I must announce that I have been playing off stream, and I need to also figure out that I have been playing off. Okay, cool. Sounds okay. But yeah, I have been playing off stream. So last session, the game finished with a new quest that opened up after I beat the Broken Sky. After I beat the Broken Sky, a new quest opened up and I couldn't do anything but do that quest. Every other quest that existed was on hold until I beat the quest. And I was like, that's annoying, because I kind of wanted to map out a bit more of the area so I can fast travel to the next story quest for the next game, for the next session. So I've managed to find where Demeter is. I'm not actually gone to it. You can see it's still foggy, but I found the nearest campfire, so I can teleport right over there when I need to. But I was locked into doing that story quest, so I did it off stream, and I did record the key moments and key bits, which I'm about to play for all of us, mostly so I can get some screenshots. What am I doing? There we go. Alright, so there's 6 clips. They're all like 2 minutes long, apart from this one, which isn't actually 15 minutes long. It should be about 10 minutes, but it was like 10 minutes long, and it would take. I cut these up literally right before the stream, and I thought that would take too long, so I'll just fast forward that one. Yeah.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown.
That look Val gave Aloy. Like, look what I have to put up with, an actual child.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
So she's shooting them with lasers, and they really think they could run straight across. With their primitive sticks. Osaram here too.
What the hell?
And they actually took her out. Also, that exploded.
Well, that takes the keg.
Like mutual destruction. It was a battle, but no one survived.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Right, and that's the clip for there. So basically you have to go around and like look for clues and figure out what's going on. After that, you check in with Erin and Val.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up, all so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The Asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? The Luthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
So remember that we were here because Gaia received some sort of, was it a distress signal? Some sort of signal that was pointing here. So we come to check it out, making sure that it's not a trap or, you know, that sort of thing.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the Asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
So it's an old, inside down here is an old world ruin. After exploring the ruin, we end up finding a key code.
Please enter the container number.
The distress signal came with a number in it, which we insert into the thingy. And look who it is.
Aloy. It's you.
It's me.
Skins like ice. Skins like ice. Skins like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
So they have the other functions.
But at least
The ones that we can't find.
merge them with. You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye. So
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here.
So then you're just meant to prepare. Wait, sorry. Yeah, now you're just meant to prepare for the Spectre that's coming down towards you. I did the fight, kicked its ass, then made my way up, kicked the other one's ass.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
So I thought the weapon meant like the Spectres that they sent after us, but no, it was the actual weapon that the Oseram used. That's the disc they shot at them, but it crumbled to pieces.
Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we...
Oh, and then you teleport back to the thingy, the place, the base.
Symbols.
So this is one is about meeting with
that.
with what's her face? So her name's Beta.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after
There we
waking
go.
up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
What?
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal.
She's disassociating,
Is
basically.
anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
The focus is primitive to her.
Booting up.
That tells you what kind of future, what kind of civilization she comes from. If the focus is primitive to her.
Information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want?
How did they get you?
But let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So Far Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So there's a lot of talk here. But it's all very interesting stuff.
To exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with
Oops, shit.
facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system.
When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction?
Extinction signal, the big thing from the first game.
The only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating...
But I don't tell her anything. She's just figuring out shit for herself,
Only
mind.
undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well... surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know.
So what I've noticed about a lot of these cutscenes is that, so look right here. So Aloy's standing up and Beta's sitting down. And every time you choose a topic of conversation, a really well fleshed out cutscene that's animated uniquely to what they're saying plays out, but it always ends the same based on what this position of your choice is. So I reckon the next topic of conversation I choose, she's going to sit up, she's going to have some really fluid, nice, unique animations based on how what she's saying and like how she's delivering the lines. And she'll walk around a bit or stand up, look away, and then by the end of the conversation, she will sit down so that this appears.
You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
That they always seem to return back to their original position after they've moved around for a bit.
Go on missions. I was transported inside of a...
But she sat up.
Outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once.
It's a clever way of doing it because you get some really unique shots this way.
Energy.
So long as you make sure that they finished speaking
I'm certain they have
where they started.
measures, Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus,
She's heading back to where her seat is.
fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
Don't know what that means.
Never told you any details.
They said the only thing that
Not a
mattered
clue.
was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic
So it
chamber,
was Beta that sent out
altering
the transmission to
facility's log,
Gaia.
So it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
So where are you from?
You
Where are you really
born
from?
on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
The archive.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive.
Aspasia.
Learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names.
Philosopher. Right, philosopher. Sorry. As well as Aristotle.
Before Ted
Yeah.
Faro purged it.
Makes
The
sense.
Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists.
So yeah, no. So the Zenith had a copy of Apollo. So there was the one that Ted Faro purged. And then there's the copy that Zenith got. And so she got to actually learn from that.
Deny it.
To have all that knowledge just out of reach must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Guy is powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Guy is still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not.
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now.
Coming here was a mistake.
We've not fitted into a timeline whatsoever.
Find this place, and
We're too slow.
this was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Guy is using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are going to die.
Hey! Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering.
Wow, okay, rude.
Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay.
It's okay. We're the rest of us, Val, Zoe, Aaron, we're all taking a computer science degree right now.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Oh, yeah. And then there's one more clip, I believe, which is just us talking to Gaia.
I see we have
Checking
a
in.
guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands.
That's fair.
Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based
Ooh, there's that name again, Silence. My goggles feel
on my
wonky.
conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original
Damn.
plan remains
That's a shame.
unchanged. The two
well.
remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be...
And that's that. Ooh, what am I doing? And that is that. That is that. So we are now back. Playing the game for real. Whee! So all of that was good knowledge, good lore, good information. Whole lot of shit. Oh, this map is massive, actually. It may potentially be bigger than the first game, or maybe about the same size. But it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot more to do compared to when I was playing the first game. Right, so before I go on to the main quest, which I'm probably gonna do Sea of Sands, I was doing this, wasn't I? Yeah, that's why I'm here right now, to finish this off. But that's not important. So there is a quest line that is tied to a trophy, and I said I would do side quests that are tied to trophies on stream, and I want to say this is the one. Off to Scalding Spear we go. So I'd already done, so I think there's like 3 or 4 stages to this quest line, and this is the second part. I'd already done the first part, but I did it off stream, not realizing it was part of a trophy quest line. So basically it involves this guy called Jitaka and another dude who are basically vying for chief, the role of chief or commander or something like that. Where are they? They're here somewhere. Because every time I come here they're always arguing. There they are.
Why would the wound give less water?
These rations barely get us through the day, Commander.
Yes. They don't. There we go.
Thirsty.
Yeah, there was this dude Jitaka and there was another dude. Let's see if I can find his name. Beep 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 beep. Was it Q? No, it wasn't Q. I think it was Draka. Yes. So Thirst for the Hunt was the first one. Draka seeks to obtain machine hearts so that his village can trade for water with the clan's capital. Without the help of a seasoned machine hunter, his people will die first. So we helped Draka out. And then Jataka was like, come with me, and now we're here.
Serves.
Why put guards around the wound?
You can't just take away our water.
The wound gives less water. Our rations adjust.
What's going on?
We know the way of the desert. What's stopping us from taking what we want? And now,
That's what's stopping you from taking you what you want. There's your answer.
Complain? We're the Desert Clan. We survive with what we have.
Your, commander's not much for hand-holding.
That is not our way. Even less so in her case.
Oh.
Shall we?
Sure. Can't wait.
She's with me.
Draka's not the only one with harsh words for your commander.
The desert has bred survival into our clan's blood. We spit at death and charge into battle. Maybe a little too eagerly.
It's nice that I'm doing this because they're part of the Desert Clan, and the next, I think, who am I looking for? Poseidon is in the desert one. There's the desert place. Apparently the rumors of Las Vegas is here.
Your reputation has grown since I saw you last.
Yeah? Wait, was that piece of dialogue meant to say that, hey, you've done a whole lot of shit between
Defended the grove.
the two
The
quests?
life of our chief.
Yeah!
I'm hoping you've got enough left for one more miracle.
What do you need?
You'll find out soon enough.
Wow, that's really interesting dialogue design. Yeah, since we last spoke, which was ages ago, like a solid month ago. Yeah, I definitely did that bulwark thing last session, didn't I? And so he had a line of dialogue for me doing that in between. That's kind of crazy. I really like that.
So, this is the
Dialogue design is fun.
Regala. And now she conspires with the dissident Draka.
Demanding water does not make one a dissident, Yara.
Oh, sorry. You also mentioned us saving the chief too. I forgot his name. But we did that last session too, like the main quest. That's kind of cool.
Doesn't make Draka a commander either. You should advise him of that.
Jataka said you needed help.
Did he now?
Aloy has a unique insight into the ways of the Old Ones. She might be able to fix this before it gets out of hand.
Get to the point. What is Jataka talking about?
There is no water.
Oh, there's no water.
I mean the wound in the sand, that which provides the clan with the water we need to survive, is completely dry.
What happened to the water?
Water source. Jataka said it's somehow related to the Old Ones?
From what we can tell, whatever water we take, it restores on its own. Over time. A few weeks ago, it stopped. I ordered rationing, searched for other viable sources. But everything else nearby is tainted one way or another.
But why the secrecy? Keeping your people in the dark seems to be making things worse.
If the clan knew, my command would be challenged.
There's no water and you're worrying about keeping your command?
Think what you want. Between the machines, the storms, and Regala's uprising, I'm the only thing keeping this clan from falling apart.
Regala.
Jataka said your clan won't touch Regala.
Her grudge is with Chief Hekarro now.
Hekarro, there we go, that's his name.
And I plan to keep it that way, so her troops don't turn on my clan. Besides, if she defeats Hekarro, she deserves to rule. That's the way of the tribe.
Well, she lost.
Draka's people sacrificed a lot to get that water. He thinks you're hoarding it for yourself.
The perfect excuse to challenge my command. Like he's always wanted. Of course he makes it sound very noble. That he only cares about his thirsty people. But all he really wants is to be in charge. And if he was, he'd face the exact same problem I have. There is simply not enough water to go around.
So what's the plan?
How are you going to deal with not having any water?
Ration what little we have. Buy time to fix the wound.
And in the meantime, people die of thirst?
Every corpse weighs on me. That is what it means to be a commander. What matters is that the clan survives as a whole.
Okay.
I can't promise anything. But if this wound was built by the old ones, I might be able to fix it.
What is this wound? Is it like a dam?
Just show her the wound, Yara.
Very well. You can tell me when we get there.
After you.
The wound in the sand is...
Pleasant. Right. I haven't done my Duolingo today. And I'd rather not lose my 80-day streak. So give me literally a minute or two to quickly do that so I don't forget. Done.
This way.
I really wanted to get it done because I was like, I'm not entirely sure how many streak freezes I have. Woo woo.
I was born amongst the Nora, as far east as you are west.
I've heard of your people. They say only those who are exiled leave your lands.
There are exceptions.
What business does a Nora exception have in the West?
Believe it or not, to help people, even the ones who don't want it.
Sounds like a difficult path.
I have to make sure my mic is not too loud. I have a feeling it is.
This is it. The wound in the sand.
Definitely
maybe not.
built by the old ones. Focus should show me more.
When you say the wound, oh, the wound is a well?
Pipes. Leading outside the settlement.
What do you see?
A trail.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Your wound leads underground.
We've tried going down there, but it's too narrow for anyone to reach the bottom. Where are you going?
I think I can lead us to where the water comes from. Or used to.
How?
Doesn't matter.
What matters is that the wound is fixed and my people survive. Lead the way.
Then shut up and follow me. Is that you following me? I can't actually tell who you are. I'm assuming that's Yara. Oh, this is far away. Oh, perfect.
Save my plasma ammo. Use something else.
I don't have any plasma ammo. I think I have like one thing that uses plasma and... Wait, do I have anything that uses plasma? Am I a liar? No. I do not. I think I've seen something that uses plasma, but I haven't got it. Right. Also, I have 33 skill points and I've not like bought into anything. I've not bought into anything that's trap man because I barely use traps. I could use these to finish off some of these lines. Resonator damage, why not? Energized duration, why not? Which is the one I use? Burst fire. Well, that's for warrior bows. This is for warrior bows as well. I'm sure I have one that's like... Oh no, this one is only for warrior bows. That's not useful at all. So how do you swap between different techniques? I have 3. Oh, acquired, skill acquired. So what happens when I equip a warrior bow?
Machines.
Yes, I see them. I'm busy trying something out. Ah, that's how you do it. And you can swap them on the fly. Okay, sweet. In which case, Hunter. My Hunter bows. Don't quite like the high volley, but just gonna get it only because I want to spend these points. This is for the bolt blaster, which I've not been using much. I think I stopped using it entirely since the last stream, and I've gone back to spike throwers. What's this? I should take off my camera because I can't see. Craft ammunition. Oh, I've got this already. Valor Surge Master. Let's go. Knockdown shot for the Hunter bow. Ultra shot. That's 5. And I don't. Wow, whoa. I'm actually using a whole lot of skill points that I didn't want to use that much, really. I've got 5 left. These are for blast slings and shredder gauntlets. That sounds like it'll be useful. Ah, that's useful. Heartbreaker. Okay. Right. That's sorted. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about you guys. Hiya.
Time to fight!
Owie! Come over here then. If you're a big man. Oh, why did you walk around? If you're a big man. Wow, these traps are shite. Oh, fuck this. Whoa! I think they hit one of my traps. How are you holding up over there, Yara? Oh no, ouchie, ouch, that hurts. Alright. Oh, that missed.
I can see why Draka wanted your help in gutting his machines. Where to now?
Whew.
Your wound has veins that spread underneath the sand. I'm just following your trail.
Not to another machine ambush, I hope.
Believe it or not, I have better things to do than try to kill you.
Also, that wasn't an ambush. We totally saw them like from a mile away. Ah, interesting. You can tell which ones you haven't looked at if they're sparking. I always usually look when I shoot parts off a machine. I usually look for the sparking to find out where the parts are. But if the machines are sparking as well, it means that you haven't. They still have stuff to loot. Yeah, I've lost sight of the pipes. But oh, that leads back to the Scalding Spear. So we're headed this way.